Okay, so recently I played through Elden Ring for just the second time, and I realized that with the right weapons and the right build, this game can actually be pretty easy compared to its reputation. This makes me think, is the Elden Ring Platinum Trophy overrated? Developed by From Software, which is the company behind the notoriously difficult Souls and Souls-like games, Elden Ring follows in their footsteps, with many people not even being able to complete the game, and many trophy guides claiming the Platinum Trophy takes longer than 60 hours. However, after doing a bit of research and trial and error, I realized that Elden Ring doesn't actually have to be that difficult. In this video, I'm going to adapt to the most overpowered build in the game and see if I can make Elden Ring's Platinum easy. But before we get into that, I just want to highlight that even though we are trying to make this as easy as possible, we will not be using player summons, as they're already hard enough to find in 2024, but some people probably won't even have access to them either way. Also, I'm aware that you can do a little save trick so that you don't have to play through the game 3 whole times to get 3 different endings, but I didn't do that because I wanted to make this video as simple as possible. Well, that's enough of all that. Let's get into it. Okay, so here we are, walking out for the first time into beautiful Lingrave, and as we light our first sight of grace, we do the same thing that every other player did when they first started this game. We're not gonna... we'll try and fight this guy. We're not gonna beat him. Yeah, okay. And just like everyone else, I didn't beat him either. So I went through to the first little ruins area with all the enemies. We picked up the Lord Swan's great sword, and then leveled up our dex to level 10 so that we could hold it properly without any issues. And then after that, we went and fought the Mad Pumpkinhead just to grab some runes, and then picked up the Flask of Wondrous Physic, which will be just key for the whole playthrough. And then we picked up our first trophy here. There it is, round table hold. First trophy. And after that, I felt like I was strong enough to fight Margaret, and the key here is just to summon Sorcerer Rogier and then just let Margaret just unload on him, and then as soon as the attention is taken away from you, just take a few swipes, and that's all you gotta do to beat Margaret and to beat a lot of the bosses in this game, to be honest. Make sure the attention's on him, but then you want to draw the attention sometimes. Break him here. Needed that. Now we might still stand a chance here. Oh, not anymore. Alright, now I've got to get good. Alright, and there it is. Margaret is done. I assume we get a trophy for Margaret. There it is, Margaret the Fell Omen, trophy done. And now after Margaret, we do have Godric the Grafted, who, very similarly to Margaret, all you gotta do is just use the summon, which is Nepheli Loot, and just make sure all the aggression is taken out, or all the attention is on Nepheli Loot, and just sneak in behind and get the swipes in that you need to get in. Godric's actually pretty easy, like he's pretty easier than Margaret is. Maybe it's just because Nepheli is so good. And there's Shardbearer Godric done as well. Next trophy. After this, we did the Commander O'Neill cheese to grab some extra runes, as well as grabbing 2 great scythes from the NPC, not the NPC, but the enemy drops. And then we went to fight Leonine Misbegotten, which was a pretty easy fight if you just keep backing away, and especially with these great scythes, we made it kind of easy. And then we pick up the trophy right there for Leonine Misbegotten. Moving on to Royal Knight Loretta, and this is when we got actually schooled for the first time so far in the playthrough. I wanted to use the Spirit Calling Bell, or whatever it is. Didn't realize I didn't have it, and so I couldn't summon the Ashes, the Ashen Summons, whatever they're called. But eventually we went and bought one from the 2 handmaidens, and then had the skeletal militiamen who just use they would take the role of the 2 NPC summons we had in the prior 2 boss fights and just distract Royal Knight Loretta so we could finish her off, and then we get the trophy for that right there. And we pick up some key items and then get wrecked by a couple knights. Oh, why'd you have to stun me, bro?
Surprise, motherfucker!
We then use the 2 pieces of the Dectus Medallion to gain access to Altus Plateau, so we can pick up the Giant Crusher Hammer and then take it into our next fight against the Red Wolf of Radagon, which we do manage to beat pretty easily by just using the same method of making sure he gets distracted by the skeletal militiamen, the same way as we do with Renala right here. And we didn't have enough stats to properly wield this hammer, but we had enough to be able to use it pretty much, as we get the trophy there for an hour. And for some reason we also get the Great Rune trophy, even though we didn't activate the Great Rune. Moving on, we do pick up the Star Scourge heirloom to upgrade our strength and upgrade our Giant Crusher to level 16. And with these level ups here, we do get our strength to 55, where with the Star Scourge heirloom we are able to now properly wield the Giant Crusher hammer, ready to take on one of the biggest bosses in the game, and that is Star Scourge Radahn. You see we die straight away there. We died a few times to Radahn, but then we found out, oh, we not really found out, we realized we weren't doing what we were made to do in this run right now. We weren't just waiting for Radahn to fight all the summons that we brought along with us and just poke him in the back. And that's what I realized. I was like, you know what? That's what I'm missing out on. Let me go back to our roots. Let's not try and fight them head on. We almost did die there a little bit, but we managed to roll out the way. And then we were getting Radahn's health all the way down. He still was barely even aiming for us. We were just sneaking up behind him, getting a heavy attack in, and then jumping on our horse and riding off. But as you can see here, his health is all the way down, and we do run in. We almost messed up right there, but we do get that final hit and unlock that big Shardbearer Radahn trophy. But this fight did make me realize that we need a new plan, and that was to move into an intelligence build. So we did a bit of prep here and picked up the Magic Scorpion Charm, ready for us to make that transition into an intelligence build. Next up, we did move into the Mimic Tier fight, which, as you can imagine, I did do the cheese for. I loaded in with no weapons on, so that the Mimic Tier had no weapons to be able to fight me back with when he mimics my appearance and spawns up against me, before then pulling out the Giant Crusher and absolutely obliterating the Mimic Tier and getting the trophy right there for it. And with defeating Mimic Tier, that means we could get one of the 3 most important elements for this run, and that is the Mimic Tier Ashes right here. And we immediately ranked them straight up to plus 10, because they are, along with the other 2 items needed for this run, the most important part of this game. It's definitely the best summon ashes there are, but it's, yeah, top 3 best parts, or most overpowered parts of this game. And now with the Mimic Tier in our pocket at plus 10, we do go and take on the Draconic Tree Sentinel so that we can gain access to Elendel. And this gameplay right here will show just how important the Mimic Tier is to a run like this, when, just like me, you're not that good at Elden Ring. And just like that, with the help of the Mimic Tier, the Draconic Tree Sentinel is down. It barely even aimed for me because the Mimic Tier took all the attention away. But we're moving on. We do go and grab Flame Grant Me Strength so we can buff our weapon a bit more, and a Finger Seal so that we can actually use Flame Grant Me Strength. And then we move on to the Astel Natural Born of the Void boss fight so that we can finish the Rani questline, which is so key for this playthrough. Now, the boss fight itself isn't too difficult once you kind of learn a bit of the moves. Like, you can easily telegraph them, like, whip tail moves from far away. Like, the only far away attacks it does is, like, the laser beam, the meteorites, and then them tail attacks. So they're pretty easy to all dodge. And then once you get up close, your Mimic Tier will take away all the attention anyway. So as soon as you get a few hits on the Mimic Tier, is going to be there with you and drags all that attention to itself. And now we can grab arguably the greatest weapon in the game. But now, the reason we've done this whole quest line is right here. There it is. Pick up item, the Dark Moon Greatsword. Now, other than scaling very well with intelligence, the Dark Moon Greatsword also has a weapon out which is just phenomenal. It coats the sword in like a frostbite-y type magic effect, which increases its damage, and used with an R2 attack, it pretty much sends out a beam of like the frostbite / magic damage. So you can use it from distance, and it is just as powerful as anything, and can easily be stacked with numerous buffs as well. Which is the reason we did grab that Sacred Scorpion Charm before, and the reason we grabbed this Graven Talisman right here as well. Before moving on and grabbing the Terra Magica spell as well, which we will use at some point in the future. But next up we do have 2 more boss fights in Godfrey and Morgott. That was a lot easier than I thought it'd be. I thought maybe I'll die once, and then we get Godfrey First Elden Lord trophy as well. More runes. We've already wasted enough runes. Shouldn't have done that. Oh, see, the Mimic is just like... He's just the guy. The Mimic is just the guy. Like, I was genuinely about to be dead right there, and the Mimic just sprints in there, takes all the heat. And there we go, Shadbear and Morgott trophy done as well. Following being carried by the Mimic tier, as you will see, will become a regular occurrence in this playthrough. We do take on the Fire Giant, and much like every other boss fight so far, this was kind of just weirdly easy. I don't know if I was just way overranked, which is, it's what we're looking for. We're trying to make this as easy as possible. But anyway, yeah, I think this was our first try on Fire Giant, where I've only played through against him like twice before this. And we just got through him pretty easy. I think he did kind of aim for the Mimic tier more often than not. And we just kind of stuck on our horse. Whenever we can, we use our horse. And then, yeah, just keep hammering away at his feet once we get into the second phase. And there, the trophy is Fire Giant. 180,000 runes. After Fire Giant, we run up alongside this huge whatever it's called, and we let Melania take on the flame so we can get the trophy of Erdtree Flame, and then wake up in the crumbling Farum Azula, where we do a little more sculpting of our build right now. And then also upgrade our Giant Crusher even more. Before moving on to the next boss fight, which is against the Godskin duo, which realistically isn't that hard as long as you take sleep pots into the boss fight, like I did right here, and then slept one of them and just double teamed the other one with the Mimic tier.
You're gonna sleep? Go to sleep, bitch. How long is this gonna last, bro? Hit him one more. Let's go. Come on. Yes. All right. That's it. That's it. That was kind of lucky. I thought that was done at the end then. And there's the trophy, Godskin duo.
In Crumbling Farum Azula, we also found an Ancient Dragon Smith and Stun so we could get a weapon plus 25.
Alright, and there is Godslaying Armament.
But now we have the boss, which almost made me change my whole mind about how easy this game could be.
Like, what am I meant to do?
But after a few deaths and just hiding behind the Mimic, we eventually got this done.
Mimic still alive. How is that hitting me? Yes, Mimic! Yes, Mimic! Let's go. And there's Malekith the Blackblade. The trophy's done. We got his remembrance as well. Oh, that was worrying me for a little bit there.
Okay, so following the heroics of our Mimic tier during the Malekith boss fight, we did move on to Godfrey, the First Elden Lord, which, you know, based on like the gold version, I wasn't expecting much, and I've played the game anyway, but I kind of forgot about this fight, and I wasn't expecting a lot based on the gold version. But straight away, as you can see, my hammer just, if I can get a shot off anyway, doesn't do a lot of damage. I mean, it does a lot of damage, but compared to the other boss fights we've had, it's not a whole lot. But anyway, let's see how we go. I do get our heart broken in our first playthrough here.
Gosh, needed that hit. That's good, that's good. Oh no. I'm spamming the light attack button and it just wouldn't do it.
But we knew what we needed to do in the next round, and we did find ourselves without our Mimic tier, but let's see if we clutched it up.
Let's go! Yeah. Pussy. Alright, Horaloo Warrior done.
So even though we defeated Horaloo, I knew it was only going to get harder from here. So we decided now was the time to undergo our rebirth and do what we've been planning on this whole time and switching up to an intelligence build. From here we go and fight the Nox Swordstress and the Nox Monk so that we can gain access to Lusat's Glintstone Staff, which we get right here. And then we move on to defeat the Ulcerated Tree Spirit so that we can pick up the Cerulean Hidden Tier for our Flask of Wondrous Physic. And this tier is very important because it allows us to use a sorcery for 10 seconds without any FP consumption, which, as you will see in the future, is absolutely insanely broken. But to finally finish the build, we activate our talismans, the Graven Skull Talisman and the Magic Scorpion Charm, before then upgrading our Darkmoon Greatsword 2+10 to make it as broken as possible, and then also unlocking Comet Azure, which is, along with Darkmoon Greatsword and Mimic Tier, the most broken items in the game. We then finish Sellen's questline so we can unlock the Azure's Glintstone Crown, before also getting the Magic Shrouding Cracked Tier as well, and then finally upgrading the Lusat's Glintstone Staff 2+10 to finish off this build. And now to test this build and make sure it's all working perfectly, ready for the Elden Beast, we go into the Morgue Lord of Blood boss fight.
Go! Keep going backwards. Alright. So what a hit though, and now all it is just a couple, and there he is. Oh, this makes it so much more easy. He didn't even aim for me. He didn't even try and attack me. That's how broken this setup is right now. I still feel like we should be doing more damage though. There's Shardbearer Morgue.
So with the confidence high off of a great fight due to our new Comet Azure just being absolutely broken, we decided we were ready to go straight into the final fight, the final boss fight of the game. And it didn't really turn out the way I kind of wanted it to at the start.
Oh, look, piss off, man. Everything is just blowing up with this guy. Oh, come on. How does... Hey, Mimic's got good health. And I die? Are you serious? How are you meant to do anything with that? Yeah, look, fair enough. How am I meant to do anything?
So obviously this wasn't working, so I went out to get the Godfrey icon to increase our charged attacks and spells, and then I also underwent another rebirth so that I could get 25 faith, so then I could cast the incantation Golden Vow, which increases our damage by 15% and damage negation by 10%. And now with these upgrades, I felt confident that this was the time we could get this done.
No, no! you get rid of this thing? Do you want to stay still? Oh, no, that's happened. Yes! Alright, let's go.
And just like that, we've beaten the Elden Beast, and all we're going to do is select our ending so that we can get the trophy for this playthrough.
Alright, we're going to summon Rani. No, we're not. We're going to do a little taunt, because that's a good thing. Alright, we've summoned... Why are we taunting? Alright, we're summoning Rani so that we don't have to do her quest line next, in the next one. And now I've got Age of Stars. Done.
And just like that, we have our first ending trophy. But before moving into the Journey 2, as they call it in Elden Ring, we did decide to sweep up a few of the extra bosses we've missed along the way, just to try and minimize the amount of trophies we need to get in the last 2 playthroughs. And I'd just like to highlight how easy Rykard is if you do exactly what I do here and get the fire prelate armor. Using this armor, you can pretty much just stand in the fire, stand in the lava, whatever it is, when fighting Rykard, and you do take damage, but barely enough to cause you any trouble, especially when Rykard just seems to not be able to hit you while you're standing right next to him. And that just leaves you just being able to keep slashing away with your Dark Moon Greatsword.
There we go. Rykard genuinely, with this armor, turns into, like, one of the easiest bosses. Oh, I didn't do Golden Vow. Keep going. Keep going! Oh my days! Oh my days, 27,000. We got the trophy, Dragon Lord Placid 2 Sex. Oh my days. I have to be. Look at the damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh jeez. Back when I like struggled on this like my first ever playthrough, these gargoyles were like, they terrified me. But now look at them. I'm killing them in like 3 hits each. That is that is crazy. And there's the trophy, Valiant Gargoyles done. That is absolutely crazy. I can't even hit him. One more shot. There we go. Alright, Lich Dragon Fortisac is dead. Oh.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. That it? Yeah. Easy done. Dragonkin Soldier of Noxtella is finished. Alright. And that's it. You see, it's so easy. It's so easy once you got this far. There we go. Easy as you like. And there's the trophy for Ancestor Spirit. And we got the... Yeah, she's done. Magma Worm Makar done. Yeah. They ain't got nothing. This guy first. Yeah, alright, done. Alright, Commander Nile is the next one to fall. Well, yeah, there's no need. There's literally no point. Let's get noble. There we go. It's easy. The Mimic just took all of the heat on that. There it is. Loretta, Knight of the Halig Tree. Done.
And so with us now being in the Halig Tree, you can guess who our next boss is going to be. Yes, it is Melania. And I am so scared of Melania. The first time I played this game, I couldn't beat it. I had to get one of the online summons to do it for me. And this is the one boss that I'm like, oh, this might be the one that makes this trophy. That pushes it over the edge into the difficult column. And these fears were only reinforced as soon as the cutscene into her boss fight finished.
You alright? Really? 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 That's what we're doing. That is what we're doing today. My souls aren't even, or my runes aren't even on the inside. That's how quickly I died. I feel like you're not meant to live on that first one, are you? Alright, we've got a big problem here. Nope. How long do they run around for? Look though.
But with a few deaths under my belt now, I felt like I was starting to figure her out, and I knew like what moves I could exploit and what I could do and how I could use the Mimic Tier to the best of his ability. So let's see how we go in this next fight.
Yes, that is such a good fucking round. Oh no. Oh my god, the Mimic Tea is living. Come on, Mimic, survive! Yes! Let's go! All you need in this game is a Mimic. That's it. That's all you need in this game. Shardbearer Melania done. Oh, that is all you need in this game. Oh. Dark Moon, Greatsword, Comet Azure, and a Mimic Tier.
And just like that, we've defeated Melania. And in my eyes, that was the Platinum Trophy right there. But we still have a few more things to mop up. We have one more boss to fight, which is Sewer Morgue. But we are going to fight him in a later playthrough, just because he's right before the Lord of Frenzied Flame ending. So we might as well fight him when we have to do that ending. But for this playthrough, all that's left is to go around and find the last few legendary items.
Apparently if you hug the left wall, you're fine. Oh, I'm not fine. Oh, I'm not fine at all. Well, we're not fine anyway, so I might as well just run straight in the middle. Oh my days. Oh my days. We are definitely not fine. Oh my god. How am I not dead? Just let me get this, please. Yes! And there's Legendary Talisman's trophy. But I'm dying at the same time. Run, 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 run. Oh. Oh, gosh. Oh! The final summon ashes. Here we go. There we go, and there's the trophy. Damn, that popped up quick. Legendary Ashen Remains. Completed too. We're 75% through Elden Ring now trophies. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, nah, don't worry. I'm taunting first. Come on. Alright. There it is. Legendary Sorceries and Incantations trophy done. With Ranni's Dark Moon being the last one. And this is it. We're here for the final legendary armament. Bang. Bolt of Gransax. And then we have the trophy there. Legendary armaments all completed.
And now into the second playthrough, we show Elden Beast who really is the beast of this world.
Keep going, keep going. Come on. Bang! One shot. That's what we want to see. Sit in the throne with those goofy ass trousers on. Oh my days. He's so goofy. There it is, Elden Lord.
And now with the Elden Lord trophy in the bag, there was only 2 more remaining, and that was the Morg the Omen trophy, and then the final ending trophy, which was the Lord of Frenzied Flame. And Morg actually ended up being more tanky than I thought he would be. So in traditional Chichuti stance, we just, whipped out Commoner's let him be distracted by the Mimic, and then just blasted him with Commoner's before then moving into what would be, out of the 3, the most dramatic and nail-biting Elden Beast fight of this video.
Oh, it's perfect. One more hit. Bang! Alright, another good fight. Alright, come on. Come on. Keep it going. Keep it going. That's a good RNG. It's going to. He's in the ground. He's in the ground. He's in the ground. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, one hit. He's one hit. Don't. I'm on my own. Oh, fuck. It's the rings. He's literally one hit. Oh, did I not do this? Oh, so he uses this move, which is pretty much just like death. Come on. Let's go. Let's go! Let's go! We have finished it! We have finished the platinum. Only took 2 attempts on Elden Beast at the end now as well. And I deserved that. That is the best I've ever played against Elden Beast. I can't believe I dodged all of them attacks. And now if we head up to Marika's body, we can become the Lord of Frenzied Flame. And we'll just freak out here. This has been me playing this game. Actually, no, it hasn't. I haven't even got that mad. That's me playing it the first time. Before knowing what to do, that was me playing Elden Ring for the first time. Come on, let's see it. Come on. Anxiously waiting. Oh, we've got another cutscene. Now let's see the trophy. There it is, Lord of Frenzied Flame. And let's follow that up with, drumroll please, there it is, Elden Ring Platinum Trophy. Achieved. 100%.
And there it is, we have the Platinum for Elden Ring. And to be honest, it was pretty easy. I mean, we had our hiccups with the Elden Beast, with Malekith, and obviously with Melania. But, like, they're expected, they're the tough bosses for the game. But anyway, we also got 37 hours for our playtime, which, to be frank, isn't right. I mean, if you did the save trick, like I previously mentioned, that we didn't do, you could have easily shaved off 5 to 10 hours. As well as there was a few times where I just sit at the Site of Graces, forgetting that I was on the game. So, I mean, there's another few hours where I could probably, save. But then there's also the hours that I spent researching for the different builds and different, cheeses for the bosses and, different tactics, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I reckon if you really tried and nailed down, you could probably do this platinum within 25 to 30 hours. And I think we've shown that, even though the reputation this game has, it is pretty easy to get this platinum. But anyway, that is it for this video. Thank you so much if you've made it to the end. Please like and subscribe so I do know to keep making this kind of content and keep making videos. And thank you so much.